We're going to turn now to the President's Chief Energy Advisor. Carol Browner is Director of the White House Office on Energy and Climate Change Policy, and she joins us this morning from the White House. Ms. Browner, thank you for being with us. And can you tell us at this hour, what have you been able to determine about the bubbles? Do they indeed indicate a leak?
Well, we're continuing to monitor them. They may or they may not. Our scientists met until late in the evening. We have demanded more monitoring, more scrutiny by BP. We are getting that now, and so we have agreed to allow the test to continue until 4 o'clock today as we review information. Obviously, if anything changes, we can move rapidly to open parts of the cap and release the pressure in the event that is necessary. But as of now, we will continue with the test.
And you are prepared to do that, to allow oil to freely flow into the Gulf again?
Nobody wants to do that, absolutely not. But we're also in a situation where there are many unknowns, and that's why monitoring is very important. That's why our scientific team will be watching this 24/7. Clearly, we want this to end, but we don't want to enter into a situation where we have uncontrolled leaks all over the Gulf floor. And so it's a complicated situation, and one where everyone is working together to get the best possible outcome for the citizens of the Gulf.
You say working together, but we're hearing some different things this week, and we read the letter that Admiral Allen sent to BP with some stern wording, and he asked to be notified within hours if any seepage is determined. And the track record between the government and BP is sketchy at best. So what assurances do you have that this time you will be indeed kept in the loop?
Well, we have been kept in the loop. We asked for some additional monitoring, and that was the source of some tension that got resolved. That monitoring is now forthcoming, and we will continue to be adamant about getting the information that our scientists need to monitor the situation and make the appropriate decisions.
You allude to the tensions that between the two, and here we are 3 months in. People are waking up from the weekend, and again, the possibility of the government and BP being at odds. I think you can understand people are beyond frustrated at this point, Ms. Browner.
Well, Robin, everyone's frustrated. I couldn't agree more. We're frustrated. The people of the Gulf are frustrated. But what we need to do is stay focused on this situation and make sure that we are getting the right information to make the right decisions so that we don't end up with unknown leaks across the Gulf floor. You know, we're going to work very, very hard to make sure we have all of the right information. And, you know, this is not about who's getting along or who likes whom. This is about doing the job for the people of the Gulf. And if that means at times we send tough letters to BP, we're going to send those letters.
And who will have the final say? Because BP said over the weekend that they want to keep the cap on. They like the fact that the public is not seeing oil flowing with those live pictures, and they want to keep the cap in place until the relief wells are completed next month. Indications are that might not be the best scenario. So who will have the final say in what is done?
If it turns out that it's not safe to keep the cap on, then the final decision comes from the National Incident Commander, Admiral Thad Allen. He will make that decision.
Good to know. Carol Browner, thank you so much for your time this morning. We certainly do appreciate it.